Hello again, it's me, Rav, and this time I'm going to talk about a trip to Pennsylvania that our family took from Brooklyn, New York. And we used to go on the weekends all the time up to Pennsylvania. The whole family would get in there. It would be me, my mother, my father, and my two sisters. And they were both older than I am, and not much. I mean, I was like 7, my other sister was 8, and the other one was about 12. So we drove up 3 hours to go to Pennsylvania. And when we got there, it was, I guess, around maybe 2 to 3 p.m. somewhere. And we got into, I guess, an area where you're allowed to park, where there's lots of seating and tables and stuff, the wooden tables that people can sit around and they can build fires there. They also had like barbecue pit style things. And me and my sister decided to walk around a little bit. And as we started walking around, I remember that I saw something gleaming on the ground, like in the concrete. And I kept looking at it, and I walked closer, and I realized there was nickels and dimes and quarters. And I got so excited because I told my sister, the one that was older than me, Shaman, I told her, I said, "Look, there's money on the floor." And she looked at me, and I was like, "Let's get it." I said, so we went over and started picking up the money there. We turned around and looked, and there was more change. So we started following where the change was, and we started picking up all this, like a whole pocket full of dimes, nickels, and quarters. And then we stopped and looked around, and we saw this circle in the ground with these candles all around it, and like a star in the center. And I kept telling her, I said, "That's pretty weird. I wonder what this is." It had this, I guess now they call it a pentagram. It's supposed to be something satanic. But we were children. We didn't know anything about that back then. And all I remember, like shortly after that, was just waking up in the van going home. And when I woke up, the first thing I did was check my pockets. And I was like, "Where'd my money go?" And then Shaman, my sister, woke up right after me, and she says, "Yeah, where's our money?" She goes, "We collected all this money, and we don't know where it's at." And then I said, "How did we get here in the van? When did we start leaving? I don't remember leaving." And then my other sister, Nada, she was sick, and she started puking. And then I looked at my father, and I said, when he was like in the space, he had this look like he was lost. And I kept asking him, I said, "When did we leave? I don't remember leaving." And then my mother and my father and everybody kind of looked at each other really strange. You could see the look in their eyes. Everybody's confused. And my father says, "You're right." He goes, "I don't remember leaving either." He goes, but then we never spoke about it. Like, we all agreed that we never remembered leaving. And it's this missing gap of hours. I mean, it went from 3 o'clock in the daytime till it was 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And you have 4 or 5 hours that are just gone. So I remember that as a kid, and I'm not sure what that was, what happened. I don't know if it was an alien abduction or if it was something else. It was just so strange when you think about it. All that missing time, and up to this day we cannot account for it, none of us. So those are one of the very strange events that happened in my life.